Today, I'll be checking out Sweden's low-cost train. But are these trains really the cheapest option on the Stockholm to Göteborg route? And can train carriages from the 1970s really be brought up to modern standards? Let's find out. Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're in the Swedish capital of Stockholm at the central railway station. And it's time to catch Flixtrain down to Göteborg. I'm using the entrance located on Karlabergsviadukten, which is slightly less impressive than the main station building. But it was located slightly closer to my hostel, so it was more convenient. The station complex here in Stockholm is massive, and both the metro station, railway station, bus terminal and everything is located together. So do make sure to leave yourself enough time to find your platform and get a ticket or snack if you need that in advance. And do make sure to stock up on catering stuff for the Flixtrain journey, because there's nothing offered on board. Looks like our train will be leaving from platform 16. Which happens to be very conveniently located right in front of us. Looks like our train hasn't arrived yet, so let me show you some more of the station facilities. There's a supermarket, fine dining options, and a broad variety of other stores. Oh, and if you do have the time, do visit the main waiting hall. It's beautiful. Right, it's train time. We are today hauled by one of Hectorail's Vectron locomotives capable of 200 km per hour. These are built by Siemens and found in various places across Europe. We will however be riding in one of these 1970s Interregio carriages from Germany that has since been refurbished for use by Flixtrain. Let's check them out, shall we? These are not step-free, so if you need to board these trains in a wheelchair or similar, you will have to book assistance. You may already be able to tell that these trains are packed tight, a bit like a Flixbus or a low-cost airline, and that's also the model Flixtrain is operating after. There's about 10 to 20 more seats in these carriages than in a typical configuration from another train operator. Right, here we are at my seat. And shortly afterwards we are leaving Stockholm Centralstation, right on time. Do keep your eyes out the windows on the right hand side, as you will be passing through some of Stockholm's Gamla Stan neighborhood, which is very pretty. Now that we are passing over the Årsta bridges in the south of Stockholm, let's take a closer look at the rest of the train's route. We are on board Flixtrain route 61 with service from Stockholm Centralstation to Göteborg, stopping at Södertälje Syd, Hallsberg, Skövde, and then finally Göteborg. The journey is scheduled to take 3 hours and 42 minutes to cover the distance of 457 kilometers, giving the train an average speed of 124 kilometers per hour. So what are these trains made of? Not much, I tell you. The layout is mostly in airline style 2+2 seating, with some of them being out of use for some unknown reason. As mentioned, these wagons date back to the 1970s, but have been refurbished quite a few times, so they are up to quite modern standards. Like they've fitted them with bike space. These can be reserved at the time of booking for a small fee. Right, another carriage again in mostly 2+2 airline style layout, with a bay of 4 in the middle. Towards the front of the train you will find a carriage with a large flexible area, with space for wheelchairs, proms, etc. This is also the carriage where you will find the accessible toilet. And now we are all the way at the front. And with the magic of editing, it's time for the seat review. You'll find a small coat hook, a sturdy tray table, large enough to fit a laptop, as well as some cup holders. There's a movable armrest. Down below there's one plug for every 2 seats, as well as USB ports. The seats themselves are fairly hard, but supportive enough for like a 3-4 hour journey to Gothenburg. However, one thing to mention is that the legroom is quite tight, especially for a train. And that's probably what surprised me the most, is that there's another cheap operator along this route who has significantly higher levels of comfort for about the same price, if not cheaper. MTRX has fares starting for just 99 crowns, and offers a youth discount, which Flixtrain doesn't. They got newer, faster trains compared to Flixtrain, and up to 9 departures a day, where Flixtrain at maximum runs free. I would only really consider booking with Flixtrain again if I was really counting pennies or MTRX for some reason was really expensive. I have already published my video on MTRX, so press the link in the top right hand corner to watch that one if you're curious about their service on the Gothenburg to Stockholm route. We are now approaching our first stop on today's journey, Södertälje Syd. The town itself is probably most well known as being the headquarters of Scania, which is a large heavy vehicle manufacturer, making everything from buses to fire trucks, lorries and probably everything in between. I also really like the elevated station structure here. There's just something about having a massive elevated station like this in a relatively rural area. These trains also feature free Wi-Fi, which comes with a free movie streaming service where you can watch a few movies on your own device. But my favorite thing about train travel is just being able to look out the window. And now it's time to kick back, relax and enjoy the ride towards Göteborg. We're now fast approaching Göteborg, and here we really got to see another reason why Flixtrain can offer low prices. They buy the cheaper train paths, like for instance this train is capable of 200 km per hour, but is still 20 minutes slower than the 200 km per hour trains from MTRX. We see this in action here from Alingsås, where we are not even scheduled to stop. For the final stretch into Göteborg, we are scheduled to follow a stopping Västtrafik train into the central station, meaning despite us being non-stop, we have no time savings. Well, now that you've made it so far into the video, remember to subscribe to the channel. I try to upload train videos like this every week with varying degrees of success. And after the slow run towards Göteborg Centralstation, we are now approaching the goods yards. And that's your cue to pack your stuff together and prepare to leave the train. I have to say my feelings about Flixtrains are a bit mixed after this journey. While they may have the cheapest fares on average on this route, I'm not sure I would travel with them again. The interior feels cheap, the carriages are old, and I've heard they really struggle with staying warm in the winter. Couple this with the limited onboard offering, they really feel like a bus on rails. Oh, I guess that's what they tried to do. I guess this product is just not for me. I'd rather go with MTRX, even if it's one of those days where they are more expensive than Flix. And now that we are at it, let's talk about tickets. I booked this ticket well over a month in advance on the Flixbus website, and it came in at 250 Swedish crowns, which I actually thought was kinda expensive. Especially compared to my return on MTRX the same evening was just 150 Swedish crowns, including a youth discount to be fair. Tickets are easily obtained using the Flixtrain app or their website. Tickets come in a PDF format and can just be shown on your phone, or you can print them if needed. Tickets can also be bought at the station, but there's usually one machine only, and it can be a bit hard to locate, so I would recommend booking in advance on the Flixtrain website or in the app. As fares vary like airline style pricing, and the closer to departure you book, the more expensive it's gonna be. And here we are, rolling into the platforms at Göteborg Centralstation. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you would ride on Flixtrain in Sweden, or if you'd rather go with one of the other operators including SJ's high-speed trains or the medium option of MTRX. If you want to stay up to date with my travels in real time, you can go ahead and follow me on Twitter. I usually post live when I'm out traveling on there. And if you haven't already, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. I try to post about once every week. Thanks for watching.